Hey everybody, Sharon here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in the Halloween DLC for Dead by Daylight, going for the Man Behind the Bush achievement. This one is going to be done from the killer side. It is to level up your evil within a total of 100 tiers. You are going to need the shape for this, aka Michael Myers, so you are going to need to grab him from the DLC pack or from the in-game store. Once you have him, make sure you start up a game with him. In order to level up your evil within meter, you are obviously going to need to stalk people by holding left trigger. You want to make sure you find a survivor and then hold left trigger while they are in your field of view. And then once you notice them start glowing, you are going to basically build up your evil within meter, indicated by the red square in the bottom left. Once you fill that square up all the way, you should level it up. You are going to have 3 tiers to work with. In tier 1, you're going to move super duper slow, although your terror radius is going to be really low, so you are going to be a more stealthy killer this way. Once you rank it up to tier 2, you're going to get a nice little speed boost and should be able to move a lot faster. Once you hit tier 3, you are going to put exposed on all of the other survivors, allowing you to down them in a single hit. Although we aren't going to be too worried about that since we are just focused on leveling up our tiers in order to get this achievement. What you want to do is you want to make sure once you hit tier 3 that you wait until it depletes. Once it depletes, you are going to go back down to tier 2, but you can refill tier 2 to get back to tier 3, which should also count for the achievement. So if you are just focused on getting the achievement, what you want to do is you want to make sure you just look for survivors and make sure you just stalk them by holding left trigger while they are in your field of view. Do keep in mind you are going to move way slower when stalking, so if you are holding the stalk button while moving, you're going to inch forward very slowly. If the survivor does actually leave your line of sight, you're going to need to keep up with them. Make sure you keep them in view at all times, and you should be able to fill up your meter. So also keep in mind that every survivor is going to have a finite of stock available on them. So as soon as they start glowing red, you are not going to be able to build up your stock on that current survivor for the rest of the current game. So you do have to make sure you spread this around to all 4 of the survivors in order to maximize the amount of stock that you can get in a single game. Of course, the best time to take advantage of stalking the survivors is going to be once you get into the end game. Once the survivors open up the exit gate, they should be standing waiting to leave, and hopefully you have some survivors who are going to stick around for a while. And then what you want to do is want to make sure you stay within range and just make sure you fill up your stock bar the best you can. And it's going to be in these moments where you're going to get the bulk of the achievement done, especially if you had a game where the survivors gave you a lot of trouble on the chases. So make sure you do look for these opportunities in order to grind out most of the achievement. Of course, it is going to be cumulative, but it is going to be a little on the grindy side, so this is going to take several games to do. Some other notable advice is obviously if you fit multiple survivors in your field of view, you can get this done a lot faster since you should be able to fill up your stock faster since you have multiple people to stalk. Also, if you are playing on a map that has a high ground location, you can stand up here and then you should be able to get a view of most of the map and you should be able to get any survivors who are going to be beneath you. So just make sure you take advantage of that and you should be able to fill up your stock a lot quicker. Nonetheless, once you finally level it up 100 bars, you should be good for the achievement. 40 gamer score for this one, and that's all there is to it.